Hello, friends. It is JW Rader here in Austin, and welcome back to another monthly real estate market update. Last month, we talked about a market that was kind of cooling down, kind of staying stagnant, not a whole lot of action, buyers and sellers getting a little bit antsy. And now in March, the numbers are in, and we've got a kind of a clear look at how things are shifting in that last few months. So let's kind of take a deep dive into what's going on and how it's going to affect buyers and sellers come this spring. So first of all, diving into the market by the numbers, let's start with sales volume. In March of 2025, we saw 2,701 home sales, which is about 13.5% less than a year ago. So compared to what we would typically see, the market not picking up quite as quickly as we might expect for that spring market, and a lot of people still sitting on the sideline. Now, in regard to price is basically flat, up 0.2% at $430,000 for the median. The average sales price though, up 3.6%. That's telling us that the high-end homes are still moving, and in a lot of cases, I think that's what's helping kind of move the overall market. Price per square foot was down just a little bit to $257 per foot compared to February, and so down a little bit from February, and then down a little more from 2024. That mid-range market is still getting compressed. Finally, if we talk about days on market, the median days on market in March was 44 days, which is up 7 days from compared to 2024. So even though the market is kind of staying steady, definitely seeing things stick a lot more competitive for sellers, things sticking around a little bit longer for buyers, so they have a little bit more negotiation room. So what does that all mean? For buyers, it's probably a pretty decent window if you're looking, if it makes sense for you, you're thinking about making a move. Prices are pretty stable. You've got a little bit more negotiating power. And if you're looking at new construction, buyers are still offering those really big incentives. TBD with a lot of kind of what's going on in the world, TBD on what rates do, but still a pretty decent environment for buyers. For sellers, you've got to be strategic with your pricing. Homes that aren't turnkey or aren't priced aggressively are going to sit. And you're not just competing with the other resales in your market, you're competing with new construction. Even if it's not in your neighborhood, it's still around in this Austin market. It is still such a driver. So it's something we talk about a lot, but you are still having to pay attention to what those new construction builders are doing. So this is kind of a look at the market as a whole for the Austin area. If you need numbers on what's going on in your specific situation, that is why I'm here. That's why I love to do what I do. If you have questions about your specific market area, as always, reach out. Would love to be a resource. Would love to give you that direction. Appreciate you guys watching. Until next time.